All right, y'all. Finally get to put some work on this thing. So we got the front wiring harness and we got a brand new controller. And I also bought a brand new thumb throttle. So basically everything that I touched is brand new and all of this is coming off. So in the last video, I was getting a little bit confused. Well, basically I did not know what the hell I was talking about. Okay, this is the display. This is the controller. This is the brain of the whole bike. And yeah, I kept calling this the controller. That's not the controller. This is the controller. So this is the first time I've taken off the seat and checked out the bike and really kind of dug into this thing and see, you know, how basically it's put together or whatever, you know. So to start off, let's just take it all the way back to the beginning to what happened. Okay, so first off, the front light. You know, I'm thinking about upgrading this thing, thinking about upgrading it, and I'm like, let's get a better light. Okay? How hard could it be? You know, it's plug and play, 2 wires. So I took it out of the wiring harness, unplugged it, and this is what I did. So basically, I cut the plug off of the old light before I cut that plug, because I wanted to see what wires were in here. That way I knew how to wire it, right? So for some reason, there's a blue, there's a black, and there's a red. Now, I don't know what the hell that blue is for. Beats the heck out of me. But here's the trick. Here's the trickery thing. Okay? Check this out. So, basically, these are plugged in together, right? Cut this, there's 3 wires. On this side, there's only 2 wires when I cut the wire. A red and a black. So I was like, what the hell? 3 wires and then it turns into 2. That makes no sense to me. I don't know what that blue wire is for, but it does not go into here. There's only 2 wires, black and a red. So also, these 2 wires that I cut off, one right there and one right there, they both went to the brakes. They stop your bike when you hit the brakes. It kind of cuts the motor, I guess. When you hit the brake, it cuts the motor. But when you're doing wheelies, you want to disconnect those. So I cut those off, right? Because I didn't want long wires and plugs hanging everywhere. I was about to clean all this stuff up, make it look all neat. Okay? So I cut those wires. Now, I ordered the light. Bike still works. I'm riding around doing wheelies. No light, no brake sensors, no nothing. Okay? Now the story goes on. Mind you, I was riding the bike just like this. No light, no brake sensors. Doing wheelies, no problems. Then this sucker comes in, right? LED. Now LED, they don't have no voltage. Like, you can hook these things up to anything. As long as it's LED, you can hook them up to anything, basically. So I get the light, and voila, it's the same exact gauge as the e-bike light. So I was like, okay, black and a red, black and a red. It's not freaking science, okay? Red goes with red, black goes with black. I've done it a million times. Cars, bikes, I've done it a million times. Pretty simple. So I hooked up black with black, red with red, and they were not touching at all, okay? I had them separated. They weren't touching at all. I was like, let me see if the light works. Mind you, I was gonna go get a fuse before I did all this, but I was just like, let me just see if the light works first. No big deal, you know? Black on black, red on red, whatever. I could see if it was like 5 different colors, that's different. But it was 2 wires, hook it up, no problem, right? Hooked them up. Held the light like this, turned on the battery, turned on the power. As soon as I turned on that power, freaking bike, boom, took off, right? So I yanked the light out and everything stopped, okay? So I was like, well, I'm not using that shit, right? Send that back to Amazon. So went to my bike. Nothing. Nothing. Display works. The throttle, nothing. So I'm like, damn, I just jacked up my freaking bike, bro. So what I did was, I went over here. I got Chel's bike, right? So what I did was I put her bike like this, right? This is the main plug to the motor. I unplugged this, okay? And then I put Chel's onto mine. And then I use Chel's throttle, right? My motor works, thank God. Okay, my motor works, yay. Okay, yay. My battery works. Well, I used her battery and I used my battery. So make sure both of those work. Motor works, battery works, okay? Perfect. Now, the only thing that's left, right, is the controller. So what I did here, I unplugged the controller and then I plugged Chel's wire into here, and then her bike didn't work. So that's how I knew that it was the controller. Okay, the controller's not sending some kind of power up front, but it's sending power to the display, but not to the throttle part or whatever, okay? So now we're back to square one, okay? Put Chel's bike back before she sees it. She told me, do not touch her bike, because I'm always messing with stuff. Listen guys, I'm an 80s baby. I love this shit, okay? I love breaking stuff, putting it back together, fixing it. That's just what I do. I built a race car. I built that car. Me and my dad built that one. This is what I do. I just like, you know, messing with stuff. Chel always tells me, stop screwing with stuff. I love screwing with stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's just fun. So, basically guys, from here back is good. So everything that I touched, it's getting replaced. All the wires up here and the controller. Now, the only thing that I'm not gonna have is this damn light. I'm not gonna hook the light up because I cut the damn plug off. I don't want to use it anyway. I wasn't gonna use it anyway. I have a, where is it? Illumina 1000 is what I use. Very, very, very bright. Be careful. Do not. I don't know who that is. Do not point it up, because you'll get in trouble. It's very bright. Hold on. All right, so part two. Basically, we're replacing everything I touched. Basically. And hopefully all this works, because if it does not work, the plan is to buy a V2 and to buy a e-bike kit for this bike. Is this right? Yeah. So if this doesn't work, I'm lost. I don't know what the heck happened, but I'll end up buying a V2, and then I'll just buy another e-bike kit, like the one that I bought for that SE bike that I was gonna do. I'll buy something like that, because that would fit right on this bike, no problem. And I'll pretty much just buy a 1100. I think it's 1100, right? Yeah, 1100 rear hub motor. And do this one up like that. That's what I would do to this. It'll be a little experiment bike. So if all this doesn't work, so that's what I'll do. So let me get this stuff off. I'm not gonna bore you guys with me taking this controller off, and I'll get back with you. One more thing I did not forget to tell you guys, or I did forget to tell you guys, was I did test the throttle also. I plugged it up to Chell's bike and it worked, but I'm still going to replace everything, because I don't want no problems, and I want to make sure that everything is brand new. Everything. Just in case some wires are crossed or something funky is going on. I just want to make sure everything's brand new up front. So, okay. So we got let's do this. The new controller, which is here. Okay. Plugs in like so. Now see, there's arrows, or like a little notch, so you don't push them in the wrong way. There's always a little notch there. See that right there? Little notch. There's the arrows I was talking about. Okay. So in order to get your battery mount off, there's 3 screws underneath, and they go right in the frame. It's an Allen wrench, very simple. So we'll undo this. Slide that through. Now that makes sense. That makes sense why the display was working, because the display is hooked back here. It's not up front. So obviously there's no power getting to the front of this wiring harness for some reason. Okay. What a mess. Okay, so we got the display here. Those are the brakes. All right, here's the new one. Plugged up already. Start unplugging this one. So this one goes to the battery. Set this up top. Plug this in. Looking for these arrows here. Each plug should slide right in with no problem, guys, okay? Let me put a screw in here. To hold it. Okay, where does this go? A screw in here. Okay. Neighbor was mowing his lawn, had to take a break. I don't know what he's mowing because he stopped watering his grass like 4 months ago. It's pure dirt. Anyway, guys, most of this is all color coded, so you can't mess it up. It's all color coded. So we'll take this one off first. See that it's red? You want to hook the red up with the red. All right. We have a freaking mosquito problem, and they are tearing my ass up out here. Jesus. Here goes the big main plug. Unplug that. Drop that sucker down there. Drop it like it's hot. Arrows to arrows. She's all in. And this would be to your cranks. Yellow to yellow. Down she goes. little yellow. So all these are plugged in. Now for the front, basically not using the red ones. Those go to the brakes. Has 2 yellows. One for the throttle. And I don't know where the other one goes. We'll find out. So let's fish this guy here. And these will go up front. Green with green, which is the display. The reds. I have 2 yellows. Oh, right. Okay, so I have 2 yellows. One would be for the light. The reds would be for the brakes. And this one would be for the throttle, which I have a brand new throttle. Freaking mosquitoes are swarming me, bro. I've never seen this before. They're all in my ear. I'm about to go in the damn house, to tell you the truth. If I get bit one more, I had to go put on sweats. There's tearing my damn legs up, bro. My legs are numb. My legs are numb. I don't know where they're all coming from. Never seen a mosquito before in here. So I got the brand new throttle. Hook that bad boy up. Okay, so what's left is the brakes, like I said, and the headlight. Brand new throttle. Okay, I'm gonna get this all buttoned back up. We're gonna put the battery on, and if she don't work, hey, we got a new V2. All right, so everything is connected. Boom, boom. The main is connected. Old throttle disconnected. New throttle connected. Just going over everything, making sure. All the old stuff is absolutely gone. All the old stuff is absolutely gone. The back always worked. The front was a little messy, so here goes nothing, guys. Display is on. Moment of truth. Nothing. That is so weird. Heartbeat. don't know, boys and girls. I don't know. Still don't work. I got one more option, and that's to take it to the e-bike store and have them figure it out. But this makes no sense at all. Damn. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to hook up Chel's light just to make sure. Just to make sure. Let me turn this thing off first. So bottom line is, guys, do not mess with your wiring, because you're gonna have problems. You might have problems, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, but I know of a shop that repairs e-bikes, so I'm gonna see what they say first. And if they can't figure it out, then I'm gonna go get a V2, and then I'm gonna get the 1100 e-bike kit for this. So that's that. Peace. One more test for you guys. Stock throttle, because I know you guys are gonna want to see it. Nothing, man, nothing. Wait. Nope, nothing. She dead. She's dead. She's dead.